This is Chase from blanketsprint.com. This video is for our retailers on Etsy who use Photoshop and want to sell custom blankets in their Etsy store. So let's just dive right into it. For this example, we'll be creating a 30-inch by 40-inch blanket in Photoshop. The first step, obviously, is you'll need to download the Photoshop template, which, if this is the screen you're seeing, there's a tab that says Photoshop templates. And these are the necessary templates for Photoshop. If you're doing a 30 by 40 blanket, this is the necessary template. If it's a 50 by 60 blanket, this is the template you're going to want to download. So you download that template, and if you want to add a branded packing insert to your packages, you'll need to download the packing insert template from the tab below here. We have Photoshop and Illustrator templates for your packing insert. That way your packages will have some of your branding in them and it'll look like these blankets have been sent by you. So let's go to Photoshop. I'm assuming you downloaded the template and this is what you'll see for the 30 by 40 design. There are instructions in there. I recommend you read the instructions, but we're not going to go through that right now. So I will make those invisible in the layer area, and you can do the same when creating your blankets. And then there's this blue safe zone border, and all that means is this is the area that is safe in your blanket. So anything you want on your blanket to be shown for sure, make sure it's in the blue safe zone. Because the blankets are sewn and they stretch a little bit, and it's not always going to be a perfect rectangle with the blanket. So if you have anything outside this blue border, it may show up on one side but not the other. These images are pressed into the blanket, so it's not a perfect science. So just stay safe and keep your important stuff inside the blue zone. But when creating your images, you do want to use the entire artboard. If you don't use the entire artboard, some of your image may get lost and there might be white space on the blanket where you don't want it to be. So make sure you do use the whole artboard, but that the important aspects of your images are inside the blue safe zone. So we can make the blue safe zone invisible in our layers, and then we can start designing. So I have this image of a family with a kite, and obviously our templates are vertical. Um, so if you want to do this horizontally, that's no problem. Um, you can just copy and paste it onto the artboard. And then however you want to rotate it, that's your decision. Again, image quality matters. So how you adjust your images is really up to you. I'm just doing it with the free transform tool for purposes of this video. So um, you have this video, or you have this blanket image with this family, and then we can bring back our blue safe zone, put it on top just to see it. Um, yeah, so that's relatively fine. You should be safe with that. The important part of your image is inside the blue safe zone. And again, we'll get rid of this blue safe zone, and then we're going to go to File, Save As, and you're going to save it as a Photoshop PDF, which is right here. Happy family. Yes. So for Photoshop, for the save options, we just save it as the lowest type of Photoshop file, Acrobat 4, save PDF. Yes. And there you go. You have saved your 30 by 40 blanket. It is complete and ready for print. Um, Now, if you wanted the vertical version of this picture, obviously it's not all gonna fit. So you're gonna have to cut some of it off. It is a 30 by 40 blanket, so you just have to make sure it fits in there. You could just resize this and get it to where you want it. And then do the same thing. Save it as a PDF. and then submit it for print. Pretty easy. Uh, Now we'll move on to the packing slip, and I've already created a fake packing slip here um, for a fake company called A Boutique. But the packing slip is 4 inches by 6 inches, and you're going to save it as a JPEG, an image file, not a PDF. You want to save it as a JPEG or a PNG. So we'll save it. It's Boutique. And I'm saving it as a JPEG. And that's it. So you're just going to upload your, do your graphic design on your packing slip, and then you're going to upload it on our website here. So for a blanket image, you just go to choose a local file, Happy Family, which will upload. File size, you can have any file size. Remember, the higher quality your image, the better. If your customers give you a low quality image, I would not recommend using it because you're going to get some blurriness. Um, a good rule of thumb is for the 30 by 40 blanket. So if you just open the template and you go to image size, pixels, you'll see that it's at a resolution of 72 pixels per inch. So you want it to be a minimum of around 2000 pixels on the smallest side of the image. So whatever image they give you, you want it to be 2000 pixels on the 30 by 40 blanket. You're going to want a bigger one on the 50 by 60. You can go lower. It's really up to you, but I would recommend that you submit a high quality image. Um, Lower quality images are usable, but there, as I said, there will be some blurriness on them, which some people are okay with. So it's really to your discretion. All right, so we added the Happy Family PDF, and then we just upload the packing insert in the JPEG format. And because it's using a template, you won't need to crop it. It's got to be 4 by 6. If it wasn't 4 by 6, it would force you to crop it. But we're good. And then all you're going to do is choose your size, 30 by 40 or 50 by 60. Then you're going to add it to cart. And in the cart, you're going to put your customer's address in there. So for the shipping address, make sure you put your customer's address, and we will ship the blanket to your customer that way, with your branded packing insert inside of it, and your customer's custom blanket that you created. So that's about it. If you have any questions, please feel free to email us anytime. We have contact information on our front page of our website, and please feel free to ask us any questions you might have. Thank you very much.